thing you'll notice is this does not have
Right, no clutch
down
and
by your foot, no shifter. Have you picked up on what we've been saying about the dual clutch?
I think so.
Is how it has two clutches and it's simultaneously.
No, tell me that.
Okay, so there's two clutches internally. One clutch controls gears 1, 3, and 5, as the other clutch is controlling 2, 4, 6. Okay. So when you shift from first to second, one clutch disengages as the other clutch is engaging simultaneously. So you're not going to have any loss of drive to the rear wheel. Okay. Are you filming me? I didn't sign a waiver for that, man.
This is his
So nervous. All right, so we have 3 different modes. So you have a drive mode, which is your economical mode. It's going to shift sooner. Okay, it's going to be better on fuel. It's going to be more of a mellow ride around town. Then you have a sport mode, which will allow it to rev out longer, almost to the red line, before it shifts. Okay,
More power.
yeah,
Speed.
more performance out of the bike, mountain road, something like that. Then your third is going to be a manual, okay, where you're going to control the shifting with 2 toggles. You got one up here by your index finger. You have one down here by your thumb. Okay. You control solely on the upshifts. It will not upshift unless you upshift. Okay. The downshifting, if you choose not to downshift and you just start decreasing your speed, it will downshift for you. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is turn the key on. Let's go ahead and start it up. First thing you do is always start it in here. Shut it down. The only time you can twist the throttle without turning the back. Drive. Once you're quick and into drive, it tells you here you have an indicator and your gear indicator. So as you increase your speed, you'll notice it'll start shifting for you. As you decrease your speed, it'll downshift for you. Always returning to first gear for a stop. When you come to a stop at 0 miles an hour, it puts itself into a neutral state. So like your car, will let off your brake.
So even though it says first, it's like neutral.
Correct. So like when your car,
not the neutral.
when you let off a brake in your car, it brakes forward. This will not.
There's no power to this. Yeah.
No drive to the rear wheel. Okay? As you roll on the throttle, it increases speed. As you decrease speed, it will downshift. So that's your economical mode. Then you have click that one more time, and you go to your sport mode. It'll rev out a little longer, get a little more performance. And same thing. It will downshift for you. Same thing. When it comes to a stop, it'll go to that neutral state. Then you have a third mode, which is your manually operating shifting mode. Click this button here towards you. You notice there's no letters that use it. Now your upshifts are here. That's how quick the downshifts are.
So they're same direction?
Oh, go to the last setting that you were in. Just sport. You go to drive mode. So you can manually have to put it into neutral if you really wanted it to be in neutral. Go ahead and click that. So that would be no drive for the rear wheel. Now if it was in drive, when you turn it off,
all these bikes you
it automatically goes to neutral.
transmission.
When you go to start it,
But this is still
okay. So that way,
On this
well, with
side.
that, you're going to have a parking brake. Okay, because it goes to neutral, it will roll.
Yeah.
When you leave it unattended, you're going to want to set your parking brake.
So always kind of do that, put the parking brake on.
Yeah, that way it can't roll, kickstand can't go flying up on you, or roll down the street or
So
something.
normally with another bike, you might put it in first gear or something. Like park.
Use it as a parking brake.
Okay.
Yeah, first gear. down.
This bike is definitely
Oh, so this is on that bike and what other bikes?
It is offered on the African Twin. It's coming.